Well, we've been talking about it all season long, and it's finally here. The AMSOIL Triple Crown officially begins right now. Cross-country racing is back. SledHead 24/7 has teamed up with AMSOIL and Polaris to bring you the AMSOIL Triple Crown. This race series promises not just great racing, but unprecedented cash and prizes. A $100,000 cash payout for these 3 races is guaranteed. Today's race starts on Lake Mille Lacs in Garrison, Minnesota, one of the Northwoods snowmobiling hotbeds. Today's show will be jam-packed full of racing highlights and interviews from right here at Lake Mille Lacs. But first, we're going to send you to the Polaris World headquarters for this week's installment of the Shift My Ride contest.
All right, gang, we've met you, we've met your sleds, you've had a chance to hang with Rob at Blowin' Concepts and make up some crazy graphics. You've also had a chance to page to our pure accessory catalog and outfit your IQ Shift just the way you like it. So for the next phase of our challenge, we're gonna go ride the IQ Shift. We're gonna load up from Polaris HQ, we're gonna head down to Canterbury, to the WPSA National Snowcross. And we have a demo truck there ready with some Shift snowmobiles for you to ride. So, before we go down there though, I got a lot of friends down there, you know. You guys, those jackets, they gotta go. Wait here, I'll be right back, okay?
When we received our new outfits, we didn't know what to think at first.
I had no clue what was going on. Look what I'm wearing right now. Do you like it?
We thought he was just bringing something out to show us what we possibly could get, but when he handed them to us and said, "Here's your outfit, guys," we were taken aback.
The suit I got, it looks really cool. It's all nice and black with a camouflage pattern. It looks good on me.
When I got my pink stuff, I was so excited because I actually was looking at this exact helmet just 3 weeks ago. I wanted it really bad, but you know, money's tight and stuff like that. I couldn't have been happier.
You know, it doesn't get any better. I couldn't believe that. He gave us this stuff.
If I win the IQ Shift and I get the graphics package that I designed on the sled, it'll match excellently with my black, white, and gray suit.
Yeah, they say I look like Tom Cruise, and you know what I say? Booyah. No, I don't look like Tom Cruise.
Now you guys are ready to go to Canterbury. Won't embarrass me in front of my friends either. This is great. All right, why don't you guys go get changed up and we'll head out.
When we went to Canterbury, I didn't know what to expect because I've never been to a snowcross race. It was so exciting, so thrilling. Let's go. I'm going to every one from now on. I am hooked.
The races at Canterbury were awesome. Them guys were really flying high over some of them triples and had some really nice sounding sleds. When I took it for a ride on the Polaris demo ride, I found the handling really good. It cornered good. It didn't lift any skis when you were going around the corner.
We got to ride the Shift, it had great handling, it stopped, it held the corners, it took off. There was no problems with it at all.
Well, as everybody knows, and you've seen my sled, I have a 2002 Edge 700. If you think about it, that is a nice snowmobile. Now, when I rode the new 2008 IQ Shift, it's different. It's night and day. There's no comparison. There really isn't.
Oh, there's no comparison between the IQ Shift and my 2000 XCSP. The suspension, handling, power is everything just out of this world.
Actually, this was the first time I'd ever ridden the IQ Shift, and it's so different compared to my old snowmobile, my 92. I mean, the steering is way different, the ride is way different. It was awesome. I think the IQ is an amazing snowmobile, especially for the price. And I think the best part about it, the most appealing part about it to a lot of people is you get to design it yourself. You get to pick everything for yourself. You get to customize it to exactly what you want.
If I had to compare the Shift to my old sled, I'd say it's a difference between a Model T and a Ferrari. I want to win the sled because I believe the Shift is a snowmobile that will keep up with me and allow me to ride to my full potential. I don't want a snowmobile that I have to worry about breaking down on the trail, that I have to worry about not being able to go through the deeper snow. I want a snowmobile that I can ride and enjoy, and the IQ Shift seems to be that sled for me.
That 600 has the power of my 700, maybe even more. It's unreal, that HO 600 motor.
Weight transfer, it had lots of weight transfer in it. It felt pretty nimble. The steering effort was pretty light on it. It was an excellent sled to ride.
Woo, that is awesome.
You're standing on that snowmobile and you're riding it around. It is so safe for everybody to ride. And if I win it, my wife and my son will absolutely love riding it. I will feel very secure for having them to learn how to ride snowmobile in a good sled.
For the package, it seems to be all I would need in a sled.
It was a really nice ride. I really enjoyed it.
Probably I'll remember the most is the races at Canterbury. I had a lot of fun there, and it was cool to watch all the mod sleds and watch Polaris take home the pro stock feature of the event. The best part about the weekend was going to Canterbury because I got to meet lovely Misha. There she is. Oh, I love her.
This is where it's at with the newest technology, Polaris. Get it, it's absolutely fantastic.
Based on what you've seen so far, who do you think deserves the brand new 2009 Polaris IQ Shift? Go to SledHead24-7.com and click on Shift My Ride Contest to vote. You can also watch past clips from shows you may have missed.
Stan from Wisconsin asks, my wife will only allow me to spend $600 on my sled. What should I do?
With a limited budget of $600 and to keep your marriage intact, depending on what sled you have, what type of riding you're going to be doing and where you're located, the applications and what we're going to suggest you are going to vary a little bit. But for the most part, really good mods you can do to just about any one of the Arctic Cat models is a good Speedworks single pipe, good Speedworks clutch kit, and one of our high flow intake kits. Along with those mods, we'll make suggestions to you as to whether or not if you need to do, make a timing change, if there's jetting needed, or if you need to add a fuel controller if it's an EFI machine. But when you call and place the order or talk to our tech line, they'll be able to point you in the right direction and make sure you get all the right parts if you've got a situation like that. But for the most part, with a budget of $600, you're going to, what I would recommend to you or what we would recommend to you here at Speedworks would be one of our single pipe kits, a clutch kit, and probably one of our high flow intake kits.
SledHead 24/7 is brought to you by Polaris, experience winning performance. YAMAHA, the leader in four-stroke snowmobile technology. Arctic Cat, share our passion. And Snow Week Magazine and Snowgoer.com, home of the Inside Power Sports Show. All right, well, we're having fun here in Garrison, Minnesota at the AMSOIL Triple Crown. And by the way, I heard you took first place at the Sioux 500. What's that all about?
Oh yeah, I had a great weekend in Sault Ste. Marie and got first place on the Yamaha Apex, and it was just awesome to have that kind of reliability with the four-stroke motor, and it just held up rock solid all day.
So how long have you been riding the Yamaha Apex specifically?
This is my third year riding it, and I just really love the machine and everything about it.
And what do you love about it?
The motor and the handling of it and stuff. It's really a nice sled.
Earlier this season, we showed you how to turn your Yamaha Phaser into a true blue race sled. So right now, let's see how those sleds are faring here at the AMSOIL Triple Crown. And how are you guys enjoying Yamaha being immersed with cross-country racing?
It's a lot of fun. This is the sport that I grew up doing a lot when I came up through the ranks, and we're having a lot of fun trying to get our sled to be as competitive as everybody else's that have been doing it for about 20 years. And Yamaha hasn't really been in cross-country racing until the last couple of years.
And how is the Yamaha Phaser doing?
The Phaser has been awesome this year. It's been a lot of fun for people just to get on turnkey racer. It's just jump on the sled and to kind of set it up to each individual rider. A little bit of tweaking here and there, but for the most part, it's a very simple, easy sled to get on and go race and have fun with.
So an average consumer can literally just get a Yamaha Phaser and buy some sort of kit, right? And then pretty much enter a race?
Absolutely. There's a cross-country racing kit that we've been putting together that helps the sled just to be a little bit tougher for the rigors of cross-country racing, but it's pretty much ready to go right out of the box.
And do you have a favorite racer?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Steve Emerson.
Nice choice. You, favorite racer?
Steve Emerson.
We have some Steve Emerson fans. Now, what do you think it is that makes a Yamaha Phaser such a great cross-country sled specifically?
It's definitely the four-stroke motor. It always starts, I mean, you don't have to rejet, it's fuel injected. You know, the reliability of the four-stroke, you don't have to worry about changing pistons and, you know, rejetting it. That takes the fun out of it. This guy can start it, put it in reverse, drive it off his trailer, throw his race coat on and go.
I mean, that is really good. So that's not a joke. I mean, really, it's just a kit and go.
Dead serious. That's how it is.
All right, so talk to me about the Sport 85 class.
Well, Yamaha kind of got into the Sport 85 class with the invention of our Phaser, and it's kind of revolutionizing what we think a snowmobile is made for. It's a lot of fun. It's just a lightweight sled. You can go out and just bang around the ditches, and it feels like a motocross bike in a lot of ways. It's light and it's easy to ride, and there was about 6 guys this weekend that raced for the first time. They went out and bought Phasers, came to the races, and are having a blast. So it's kind of a new little niche sport that we're trying to help grow and get more people involved in snowmobiling.
And I shook every one of their guys' hands afterwards, and all of them had a big smile on their face. I mean, they had a great time doing it. It goes to show you know, guy can buy one of these machines, come out, race cross country, and have a good time.
And your girlfriend's out there right now on a Phaser. How do you think she's gonna do?
You know, I wanted to do it just to have fun. That was the biggest thing. She's been wanting to do it for some time. I could have put her on anything, but I felt that it would be best if she was on a Yamaha Phaser. If she killed it, it has electric start. She can restart it. It's real light and nimble for her to handle it. And plus, Lisa Tom Cray highly recommended it, so.
Listen to you, taking care of your girl and supporting the Phaser. We love that. Well, best of luck to you and her, obviously, and I'm sure we'll see you soon.
SledHead 24/7 would also like to congratulate Yamaha's pro snowcross racers Yuji Nakazawa and Steve Taylor. Yuji won the 45th annual Eagle River World Championship for snowcross, while Steve finished 4th in the Winter X Games 12 snowcross final. It was the first time a 4-stroke machine appeared in a Winter X Games snowcross final, and it finished ahead of most of the 2-stroke machines in the same race.
Chet from Montana asks, I had one of your single pipe kits on my carbed 02 ZR800 and we needed to change jets. Now I have an 07 M8 and I want to run one of your single pipe kits on it, but my sled is EFI. What do I need to do?
All right, Chet, no worries. We'll actually answer this question quite a few times throughout the day. Most of the single pipe kits that we offer, they'll work on a carbed or EFI machine. Your particular sled, the 07 M8, doesn't require any additional fuel mods with the addition of our single pipe. You'll be able to bolt the Y pipe on, spring the single pipe on, start it up, pull the trigger, and smile from ear to ear.
Now stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to bring you the full race report from race number 1 of the AMSOIL Triple Crown. Welcome back to SledHead 24/7. Now I am standing next to AMSOIL's race director, Jeremy Meyer. And Jeremy, as I understand it, AMSOIL is now supporting the $100,000 AMSOIL Triple Crown. This has got to be very exciting for you.
Well, it's very exciting. You know, you get a chance to get into a new discipline with cross-country racing and put a big purse out there and put your name on top. You know, it's very exciting.
Absolutely, and I also want to say thank you so much for your support, obviously, of SledHead 24/7.
Well, SledHead 24/7 does a wonderful job of promoting the industry, promoting the sport of snowmobile racing, and of course promoting AMSOIL.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Jeremy. And now, everybody, let's get back out there and do some racing. All right, so we are in lap 15 of the AMSOIL Triple Crown. How's everything going so far?
Everything's been going great so far. Great spectator turnout, racers are having fun, and the weather's been great, so we're having a good time. AMSOIL Triple Crown has a huge buzz about it, with all the extra money being put into it, and it's just a great event for cross country. I just see it growing bigger and bigger, and better things in the future.
Cross country is a big game of taking care of your equipment and just keeping up a good pace and pushing, for as long as the race is. I mean, you don't win it in the first corner.
The big difference that we saw today is that it's a shorter track. It's the shortest track we've raced on all year, being 4 or 5 miles long.
Well, you're running on ice, and all that cornering you're on pins and needles the whole time. One mistake and you're tumbling and possibly getting injured. Then the woods section is down to pure dirt. The snow, all this racing really wore it down.
The other races seem more high speed. This is more of a technical race, which I like technical stuff, so it worked out well for me.
My Yamaha Phaser is awesome. I really like the sled a lot. It's really inexpensive to race, to get started. I haven't had to do a lot, to the machine to get it race ready.
In the Yamaha Sport 85 class, Steve Emerson showed us how effortless it is to race a Yamaha Phaser and took the 3rd place position. Robert Doty finished in 2nd, while Billy Baker claimed 1st place. When the little ones come on the track, you better watch out because they are tough. In the 120 stock class, Matt Field battled his way to the 2nd place position. Racing darling Sarah Larson scored one for the girls and took 1st place.
Pretty excited because it's just kind of cool to win that. Yeah, I would like to race and keep on going with it.
Oh, I'm not good at predictions. I've had some pretty rough luck this year, so I hate to speak before the action.
Brian Dick was running strong the first 15 laps of the 18-lap Pro 600 final and was poised to win 1st place, but tragically broke a belt and ended up placing 7th. He took home $800. In how many races can you win a cash prize for coming in 7th? Not many, except for the AMSOIL Triple Crown Series. In fact, the top 15 finishers in the Pro 600 class went home with money in their pocket. During the Pro Open final, Brian Deerdahl got tangled up in a crash and broke his left foot. Being the hardcore racer that he is, Deerdahl ran the entire 100-mile Pro 600 final with this injury and claimed the 4th place position. He was given $1,100.
He's passing DJ Eckery, I guess, and got airborne and broke his foot somehow.
Right now he's still leading in points. If he can hold on to his points lead, I don't believe he's going to race, but if he has to hold his points, it sounds like he may race with us in Hayward.
Gabe Bunke started the race in the 7th position and climbed up through the ranks to take 3rd place. He was awarded $1,500. What did you get last year in the Triple Crown?
I think I was 2nd overall behind Brian Deerdahl. I can't even honestly remember. I maybe got. Did I get a 2nd or did I win the open class? I can't remember.
It's just the drop in the bucket to Gabe, Even though he ran almost the entire race without a hood, Jesse West finished in 2nd place and became $2,250 richer.
Hood come off one of the high speed sections and ripped off, hit me in the visor, ripped my visor off, and just damn near sent me for a ride. And held on and just kept on pushing, and ended up here.
DJ Eckery triumphantly finished in 1st place in the 1st leg of the AMSOIL Triple Crown Series and took home the grand prize of $3,000. All right, DJ, now obviously you're rattled, you're pumped and excited. I don't blame you. What are you going to spend the money on?
Oh, I don't know. I'll probably go to Mexico again or something.
Yeah. Can SledHead come?
Yeah.
So this little baby held up for you, your Arctic hat.
Yeah, my Arctic Cat's awesome. I'd like to thank Christian Brothers, Arctic Cat, Ride FX, Stud Boy, FXR, and I don't anybody else I forget, I'm sorry.
Congratulations, DJ. Job well done. Spend that money, bring us to Mexico, and best of luck in Brainerd and Hayward.
All right, thank you.
I'd just like to say congratulations to all the racers, and they did a good job.
SledHead 24/7 is brought to you by Arctiva, the performance power sports outfitter. Revolutions Power Sports, your full-service headquarters for Polaris, Yamaha, and Kawasaki. And Truckee Boots and Z1R helmets, the perfect fit.
Doug from New York asks, my buddy had his cylinders ported by you, and it made a huge difference overstock. What did you do and why?
Well, Doug, depending on the model and the application you have and what you're primarily going to be using your sled for, we offer different levels of cylinder porting from, say, our full race spec to just our average trail guy. A guy who's just out there trail riding isn't going to want full race porting just because he thinks it makes more horsepower. We match the porting to what you run for an exhaust system, what you run for a cylinder head. From there, we also have a lot of time in research and development as to what our porting specs are going to be. There's a lot more to it than thinking a bigger hole is going to flow more air. Exactly what we do, how we do it, and how it's done, I could tell you, but I'd have to tell you. So from there, is all I can say is, is trust us, leave it to the experts, send your cylinders to us if you're looking to get them ported, and you'll be happy.
Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of SledHead 24/7, but make sure to tune in next week when we'll be in Brainerd, Minnesota for race number 2 of the AMSOIL Triple Crown. And as always, visit us online at sledhead24-7.com. I'm Misha Johnson, and we will see you next time. Well, as tough as you are, I would arm wrestle you.
Well, first of all, you'd probably beat me right now because I'm pretty spent.
Yes, I would. Hey, what are you going to spend your money on?
Probably. I was kind of cheap for Valentine's Day, so maybe I don't know.
That is a very honest answer.